amazing. Just came back from taking care of some business. Just want to share a few things real quick. So, my yellow glasses. I like these glasses very much. And I lost them. I couldn't find them. I looked everywhere for them. Couldn't find my glasses. I thought I was going to have to go out and buy me another pair. So, as I was coming downstairs, I saw these yellow glasses sitting on the bookcase. There's my glasses, right there. Someone found my glasses. I left them, put them down somewhere in here. They found my glasses, and they put them on the bookcase. So I got my glasses back. Then, went down to City Hall. I had a lot of friends down City Hall. Went down to City Hall, and I was talking about how I want to get a chance to meet the mayor. You know, I don't know what he looks like. I've never seen what he looks like. I never looked him up, but I didn't know, but I know I'm going to meet him. So I'm sitting there having a conversation with the people at the front desk, good friends of mine. A guy walks over, very well dressed, nice suit, everything, and he starts talking. So I have a conversation with him back. And when he walked away, some people came in later on and said, "Hey, we have a meeting with the mayor." So, you know, I had the people at the front desk and the people in zoning, people in inspection, and some people in different areas I go to all the time. I have quite a few nice people in there I talk to. And as they went away, I was like, man, how in the world do I get a meeting with the mayor? And the woman was saying, you were just talking to the mayor a few minutes ago. I said, wait a minute, the guy that was sitting here had the conversation about Japan is the mayor? He said, yeah, you just had I just literally had a conversation with the mayor. So, I want to get a chance, since we have the office and everything set up, or we can bring something to them to see some other stuff I want to work on. I'm already working with Parks on a few interesting projects, but I also want to work with some things with the city, with their technology. Well, that'd be nice. Got a nice historical map on all the different areas of Allentown. Oh yeah, this is pretty interesting. I've been on most of the streets already. I gotta mark all these areas out. Have I been this far out? I don't think I have. I'm gonna be able to cover this entire map before the end of this year. Mark off every place I've been at, so that's gonna be a little something I'm gonna do. I ain't got information. That's why I said I'm glad. It's interesting how, you know, everything happens for a reason. And the people who basically call themselves calling the licensed inspection of Allentown, I've got a chance to meet some real nice people. Now, again, your efforts were for nothing. Never got kicked out of the garage. Never got removed out the property. Nothing. Because God knew your intentions. He knew your intentions were to try to make trouble for me when he put me in that spot to begin with. So all your efforts were definitely for nothing. But in that process, I got a chance to meet one of the zoning officers, which I'm still friends with. And in fact, I had a conversation today about how big of a screen we can put in the park. Like how big of a screen? Can we go like 200 inches, 300 inches? You know, how big can we get one in there? So I go out there and talk from him from time to time and other people in that branch. So if anything, I've got opportunity from that. See, God will take something that the devil will try to stick on you, use people, sorry about that, who use other people to try to make trouble for you, and the Lord will take that and turn that into blessings for his Christians. It's like you got a child and someone tries to hurt your child. What are you going to do? You're going to get in the way of that person who's trying to hurt your child and defend your child. That's what God does with his Christians. So when you try to do things at the end of the day to hurt a Christian, or try to take from a Christian, or steal from a Christian, the Lord's going to step in and stop that from happening. That turned into a big blessing for us, because I met a lot of people at City Hall. A lot of people. And I'm pretty sure they're going to find out what my problem I've been having with individuals who've been attacking my company. Because my police records that I have on these individuals are right across from City Hall. I've already made mention multiple times about particular individuals that were deliberately attacking our company in the building room. So, don't be surprised if something pops up at your door, with a notice or a letter saying that you're being summoned for court. Mind you, I got to be in out of the courthouse for these individuals, so it's going to get worse. It's going to be connected. It's going to you'll find out. I already told them I had to go to court anyway. Particular individuals that were attacking our company, Mr. Williams. Which reminds me that made contact with the detectives unit over with the Baltimore police to finish that off and get that done. And I have to contact the building he's in again. We got anything? Everything stopped. There's nothing coming here. But I still have to contact the people in the building again, because we need to see proof that they followed through. We need to see it, or we'll file a lawsuit against the building. Hopefully, he's been already notified that he's been evicted from the unit. So, we'll find that out today. You won't find out, I will. We'll from there, for him. I got this amazing product. Sorry, having try something new, interesting. Get ready for my new 64 ounce now. Let me see. There's one. There we go. Now, sorry, I had to eat something. I was hungry. This is a new 64 ounce we have coming out, because people were demanding a little larger size than the 1 quart. So that's 64 ounces we have coming out soon. Should be available. Actually, the shopping cart was already made last night. We get that ready. And we're on our QME. Bam. 300 lumen projector, of course. That is the technology right there. We call our ILEG Ultimate Black Cinematics, painted in the middle of that surface. So what that shows is basically the enhancements of what our product can do for your projector. Mind you, that projector we're using right now is only 300 lumens. And we're able to fire in a fully lit environment. This is not fully lit, trust me. That would be fully lit environment. A lot more lighting, much more brighter in here. So, yes, we have dubbed this to be best screen paint on the market. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to have individuals say that their product's better, but you don't do testing, because I don't see any testing on these products. I literally go to people's YouTube channels and I dig through your stuff and I look for the same stuff we're doing, and we don't find it. And Keep in mind, the other two, not here anymore, because one has no activity to his website, and again, his products didn't go well, because they didn't come out correctly. They bombed, all of them bombed. And the other one fooled his website. So, I don't know why he's in there talking about screen paint when he doesn't have a website, or an eBay account, or anything. You've seen the outcome of that stuff. It's great paint. Maya, I told you before, great paint. It's an obsolete product. Because it can't generate a contrast level or proper colors. AK Desired Nature. I see it trying. No. You see massive difference between the white screen and our technology. And we got it overlaid, so that way it's bypassing the surface. It's not being projected on our surface. It's actually bypassed. You can see right here. It won't pick up only on our technology only. Now, I've seen these demonstrations called benefit of a gray screen versus a white screen. If you turn out the lights in that environment, you fail. I don't know why you would turn the lights out. It's to show the customer is going to get a serious upgrade. They're going to be able to show a massive difference between night and day, and those must be done in fully lit environments. As you can see, without our technology, the white screen is absolutely useless. And most people would do, if they had a projector like this, the CUMI, they would say, well, maybe I got to go out and spend the money for a more expensive projector to fix the problem. No, it still won't work. Mind you, we've done this at the 2500 lumens and 4000 lumens. We've done this at 5000 lumens. We've done it at 6500 lumens. It doesn't work. We're going to turn test demonstrations. We're still doing more. Anybody feels like the same thing? Let me know where your website's at. I'll go buy from you. I don't know how a gray screen is going to compete with a black screen. I don't even know how that would even work. I don't even know how the white screen is going to work. I don't even know how a gunmetal is going to work. You can't read the black level. And you can write, I'm not ambient light rejection. All you want on the side of a container. You're going out in the light. Those you already know, we had someone do that literally. Someone did that literally. Challenged our gunmetal technology, designed this artists designed to be ambient light rejection technology, and literally wrote on the container that they're not ambient light. Too late now. If you're challenging our stuff, you must be ambient light rejection technology. Because we are. Oh, on the container. Man. Reminds me of that movie called 3 O'Clock Eye. I think that was the one where the kid got in a fight with some kid. A big guy could find the bully. I don't know, something like, it's a big kid. Somehow they call it pass somewhere. And the guy talked a whole lot of trash about kicking this guy's butt. And the guy heard the whole conversation. He said, okay, no problem. 3 o'clock. I'll see you outside. Realized what he did. He got this big guy in the bathroom. He said, look, man, I was just joking around. I'm not going to fight you. You know, you're just too big of a guy. And the guy was like, no, you said it. I got a reputation to uphold. I got to kick your butt. And that's what that reminds me of. Talked a whole lot of trash about our gunmetal technology. The minute we get the container down, he writes on the container, I'm not ambient light rejection. Too late now. This is what we were showing him at City Hall. We were showing him these videos. So people have been hooking us up. They say, hey, I know somebody in this department that has to have this. We can use this in so many different areas. Like, do they work like TVs? We're getting all this information right here. And mind you, in that building, every screen in there is white. If we get a government contract, man, we're good, man. We can go in there and do all these screens over again. I can bring in a crew, get them all, everything licensed and bonded, and go in and just coat the screens. Do contracts. That was the stupidest commercial I just watched a few minutes ago. We're not getting that back. Didn't do enough scenery. I thought we put some beautiful scenery in. So, you can go and buy yourself a cheap white motorized projection screen. Wow, that's a big freaking gorge in the day. Look at the muscles in his legs. Gee whiz Louise. I ain't gonna go well if you get hit with that. Definitely not gonna go well. It's a freaking walking battery ramp. Whew. Yeah. They're cheap thick frame screens, motorized projection screens, where it doesn't make a difference. White walls, where you want. Even be colored, doesn't make a difference. Technology is going to give back so much to our customers where they're going to not have to worry about, again, the expense of the projectors, calibrating, and all that other nonsense that comes along with it. They've been stuck in a dark environment. Someone made a comment. They were asked if it worked with their 4K laser projector. I don't see why it wouldn't have a problem. If it's name brand, it works. If it's not name brand, not going to work. If we're here using cheap 300 lumens and, you know, projectors that cost me 50 bucks, 720p units, I don't think a 4K projector is going to have a problem. The 4K projector is going to run quite nicely. Because we're using such a low-grade machine. That's why we use the low-grade machines. Say if a person doesn't have the money, the deep pockets to buy the 4K projector, do they have to? No. They can buy 720p. It will look absolutely incredible, as you're looking at right now. If you have the money for expensive projector, you can buy the money for expensive projector. But at least at the end of the day, at least when the money you're spending, you can actually see it. Some people don't remember. Even if it's 4K, doesn't mean it's going to work on your screen. It comes down if your screen allows it to work on your screen. So that you can sit there with the washed out image, calibration, dark environments, and all the other nightmares that come along with that. If somebody's showing a demonstration, the benefit of their product versus a white screen, again, lights out. I couldn't explain enough. Why do you turn the lights out? What the purpose for that is? Turn the lights out. You're doing the same thing with a white screen as they do. That's not a benefit. They got to downgrade by being in a dark environment. You just downgrade the screen. It's supposed to upgrade the screen. No. 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 I sit down and have the conversation like, why did you turn the lights out for? What was the purpose of that? That's going to copyright. I'm pretty sure that music ain't probably is copyrighted, so I'm going to take the chance. Try something different today. One. Icy peach tea. Never had peach tea before. I've had orange tea, lemon tea. I've never tried peach. That's actually pretty good. Every once in a while, I try something different. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. I kind of hate it when I try something new and I get one of them just to be safe. Then it ends up being fantastic, and I wish I would have got two of them. That's never works out really too well. I get two of them, and I'm hating it. Now I gotta eat the other one because I can't waste it or give it to somebody who's gonna eat it. I like the music on here. The music on here is got the kind of island music to it. So, 64 kit comes with all the bells and whistles too. Comes with a whopping 10 by 20 surface. Allow you to paint. I gotta figure exactly what size it's 235.1 for that one and the other one too. But anyway, you can paint multiple screen sizes out of that one. It comes with the instead of the 20 feet, it's 40 feet of LED light. Because the other one has 20, and this one has 40 in it. There's a lot of freaking LED light. These are the ropes. You ever seen these ropes before? That's what they are. They're beautiful. I have them in the office. So now you get 40 feet of it. Excuse me. Comes with the brackets, which if you want to build your own frame, brackets are already in there, so don't worry about that. And if you want to paint on the wall, it comes with the fog tape. They come in a big box. If you told the paint that application, it's super great, easy. Man, that stuff seeps into stuff so fast and so quick. Usually when I got to do those screens and they're made out of cardboard, I got to put the panels over top of them. To get in those areas, I got to take a small paintbrush and get in there and coat them completely, because if not, you'll see white pushing through it, throws the screen off. That, all I got to do is press down a little bit and it just seeps right into that surface. Oh, just like that. Now, when you painted this end, we use whatever was left on the roller.
Over 2 billion monthly users.
Turtle. Now, because it has leafy properties, if you want to paint those mats there on the floor, if you want to do the gym mats, convert them into a projection, you can. You can roll chairs over it all day long. It's not going to damage it whatsoever. Those who have dedicated theater rooms, I was just in there with a few people talking about the technology we have here. You can paint your ceiling too with it. Also paint your screen. No problem. And to activate the ceiling, which I showed people tutorials on how to do that one, it's a basic cheap short throw projector and a fire stick. That's it. Once you project it up, you keystone it in, and I would put it in 1610 because 1610 works much better on the ceiling. And that's it. And you can remote control, put anything you want on your ceiling. You've seen the demonstrations we've done on ceiling projection technology. You can do anything you want up there. You don't want to see a bunch of stars, you can put a Star Wars dogfight up there. You can put a wormhole, turn the ceiling into liquid, turn it into gold. It's up to you, wherever you want to do it. Put a fish tank up there. I put koi fish up there sometimes. You're not paying anybody to come and do the install. So the ceiling and your screen at the same time. Looking interesting. It's like one of those magic brushes on cartoons where they paint a doorway and they just run right through it. We'll finish the showroom today. I gotta go in there and get that done. You'll see more videos, more demonstrations on that because we can only do so much in the shopping carts. So that's why the showrooms are being designed. Have you seen the gaming on this thing? Oh my god. Sorry, Lord. I said the Lord's name. You're not supposed to say Lord's name in vain. I do apologize about that. My goodness, the gaming on this thing is absolutely gorgeous. We're launching those gaming demonstrations. Oh my goodness, it looks gorgeous. I'm gonna play Warhammer again on it. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Nope, that didn't work out. I lost on that one. Ugh. Well, my sister can have these. She likes this kind of stuff. It's gross. Ooh, I tried the blueberry Micah Knights. I didn't win that fight. Oh. I'll wash it out with a tooth. That's gross. Well, win some, you lose some. Oh, man, it's awful. Some people may enjoy that, enjoy those. To each his own. I don't like the taste of that. I have customers right now trying to figure out where they're going to paint it at. Some people do the 64 ounces They get one, and their friend gets one. They do them that way. I've seen people do it that way. 32 ounces paints up to 150-inch screen. But some people put a 150-inch screen inside, put one outside. So these are the kind of screens you're going to set up for the showroom, so people can see that massive difference between night and day. Go over to eBay, go pick yourself up a $60, $70 screen, and then go pick yourself up a $50 projector. And you're done. Put that coating on it. You can use a 720p. It'll look absolutely incredible. Those you already have projectors you already paid for, you can get what you paid for. Never mind, so you got an old 720p Sharp in the garage. Gonna dig it out. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. It's a hydrant bitted into it. 47s at them. Screen can read a very good, a high white level. I get back in there. See what I'm thinking. I gotta get pictures of that. Isn't that impressive? Tell me God isn't amazing. Man, found our glasses today. I'm happy about that. I was kind of bummed out about that. I really like these glasses. Got a chance to meet the mayor, which is awesome. Having a great day. God is good. Screen paint's doing amazing. Just curious how they did that. Larry forgot to update you when I was in the last demonstration. So that was just more to screen. And we update you on the new 64 ounce. Big spider. Soccer highlights. Got asked about this about a dozen times a day. Got a bunch of sports bars around here.
Still 3 weeks away. Liverpool's an achievement widely acclaimed this week, and rightly so. There is still business to attend to as Simon Hooper blows his whistle. We are underway in what frame in each and every season. Chelsea-Liverpool is one of the Premier League's blue ribbon fixtures. Here is Wataru Endo and Trent Alexander-Arnold, and now Mohamed Salah, who of course used to be a Chelsea player. Salah is athletically dealt with by Robin Sanchez. That supply line for the creative players dries up very quickly from a Chelsea perspective. Here is Palmer, and now Pedro Neto. Having a run at Simicas, and it's Fernandes and Chelsea lead. Less than 3 minutes in, and the champions are done. Say is a typical Chelsea goal when they're on form. Cole Palmer finding some space, just checks his run in behind Jones, gets away from him, 2 touches, ball out of his feet, out to Neto. The Neto does really well to find find some space, cut it back. With Lavia playing slightly deeper in that midfield, Enzo Fernandez has a licence to break forwards. Times his run brilliantly. Great first touch. Pride must take a part. Professional pride.
Massive difference. See that? So we got people coming for sports bars and stuff like that, where we got to go over to where they're at. And they want to see a big change. That is a massive change. Because this is what they're picking up. This is what we see when we go in their environment. This is what they have to pick up right there. Massive difference. Let's go under the ocean. Under the sea. Do 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 do. See how bright, vivid, sharp the image is on our technology. Also to maintaining the contrast level at the exact same time. Blue is one of the most difficult colors to pick up on a screen, especially when you're in a fully lit environment. That's why you watch demonstrations on screens, they show a lot of blue, a lot of fish. That's why. Blue washes out the fastest. You have to pick up multiple shades of blue. This is better. Candy. Oh, I think she likes some blues. I'm gonna give her those. That blueberry blue making nice. Not for me. I'm gonna turn this into a short. That looks amazing. A short video, and then push that all through the other channels real quick today. Oh, no. Take it back. That was awful. What happened to the old-fashioned Mike and Ike's when I was a kid? They had blueberries and different ones they had. That's the best thing. I'm gonna go get some Mary Jane's. Old-fashioned candy. Call me old, I don't care. I don't go for this stuff at the end of the day. I need old-fashioned. God, I miss some Mary Jane's today. I'm horrible candy. Mike and Ike's. There's too many about like this, but I do not like it. Wow, I'm telling you, look at that. That it comes out gorgeous. So imagine that at 150 inches or 200. No, so we do 200 inches. And the biggest one we have is 180. That's 64 to 180 inches screen. Over for time. Might be at 1 hour. I have to go switch over to about a couple of videos that can load to the site and 2 shorts. And 2 shorts and 2 full videos that can load onto the site. I'm got to plug my speakers up here so I can hear the sound through here. How's the sound on this thing? Let's see how well. If it doesn't, I'll put my speakers up here. So I want pictures of this, and I definitely want videos of the blue ocean and outer space. Different with those two. Load them up. Oh yeah. Excuse me, apologies. Aha. Reminds me of the rock from the Little Mermaid. What fish is that? Jellyfish? Whatever it is, it's coasting. Alright, clownfish. Too many joke clownfish. My favorite is stingray. Stingray's my favorite fish of the sea. I like how they fly just coast. They just coast like UFOs underwater. They just coast. Oh, those are the squids. Those are the ones that light up. The original party rave machines. They light up on the sides and everything. They just coast. It's beautiful fish. I do like the stingrays. Down there, you said fish like, what's your name? They call me Bruce. Laughy hands. Fish are friend, not food. Bruce. Bruce. If I got myself a small sand shark, I call him Bruce. Who's that? Bruce. And Bruce? No, I guess I everything correctly. Bruce. Never would have to worry about Taco going there. Taco has no interest in fish. You just don't. You don't do anything for him. Squirrels and everything else outside the house in Haventown, he watched everything. Possums, raccoons, whatever. He didn't fluff his fur up or nothing. He just roll over and just, I don't know, whether he played with them when he's out there or what, but I don't find him to be a threat. But, a fish? Yeah. I don't care for him. My sister had a big old fish tank over there. She said, you think he's going to jump in there? I said, no. If he would have been in there already staring at him. He don't pay him no mind. She tried to pick him up and try to put him in. Look, there's fish in there. He just first shoved his way out of his hand. What about his business? I don't care for him. On the other hand, which is weird, he don't eat tuna fish. He don't like tuna fish, no kind of fish, nothing. You can always have an aquarium, but I have to worry about him jumping in because he don't care for him. Now, there's a dog outside. He likes dogs. He thinks he's a dog. I really do. Over in the park, we had 3 big dogs walk up to him. I wasn't worried about him. He was good. But 3 big dogs, and he got up and sniffed their noses and everything. He's rubbing his face all against the inside of the carrier. I was like, okay. Apparently some things are dog. My sister's German Shepherd. Yeah, they get along perfectly. He's a dog. You bark, you freak me out. Like, meow woof. Meow woof. Meow woof. Meow woof. Meow woof. Meow woof.
Did you know cheese is made extra toasty? I
Toasty.
did. But did you know that's not a oven?
Toasties. My mind's built differently. If you're sitting there eating Cheez-Its and you're having a conversation with a round, I guess what do you call it, that rolled cheese over the cheese with a hat on, there could be a good possibility you may be high. I was in there cracking up. My buddy told me about this. You ever watch them go into the people that have to talk with foods that talk back to them? I said, they could be high. That's kind of jacked when my buddy started laughing about that. Yeah, it's funny because, again, reality. I understand it's a commercial and all. I understand some people think too far into stuff. That would be me, hello. But yeah, it's just funny just to see somebody having a conversation with a roll of cheese with a hat on. So I'm like, hey, so all of a sudden she's answering back and everything. I'm like, he's high. I asked my friend who smokes a lot of weed, I said, do adamant objects have conversations with you? He's like, sometimes. Oh my goodness, my cookie friends are hilarious. I can never be bored when I have friends like that. I had a conversation with the coffee table the other day. You know how deep the coffee table is? The coffee table is seriously deep. It's woke. Fish must have excellent eyesight. Because after 200 meters, everything goes dark. Here's the thing, I think the entire ocean was well lit. Then you realize that the light you're seeing is hitting the ocean right now can only carry but so far down. After you reach 200 meters, everything goes pitch black. And people say, well, they show fish videos, you can see there's light down there. Well, that's near coral reefs. That's got to be, the lighter the water is at the top, closer they are to the surface. That shows you the light that's penetrating through. See the difference between there's a light at the top, and as they're closer, and as it starts to descend, it gets darker. How do divers do that, man? How do you go to the deep parts of the ocean? Not knowing there could be something hugging the side of one of those coral reefs that stare right back at you. Like a giant squid, which you'll never see anyway. Nope. A chance of you even seeing a colossal squid, man, you got a better chance of seeing a flying saucer before you peep from those things. They're very shy. You'll never see them ever. You're lucky if you ever see one. Ain't that right, Taco? A colossal squid. Colossal squid. Alright, people, we are done. We are finished here. I got a chance to talk about the 64-ounce new larger size because we got people requesting larger sizes of the new product. This product is going to be absolutely incredible. But you're not going over physical, or you're not doing the land with your giant bouncy head, knocking stuff over his head. But yeah, this product is going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait till when customers buy it, so that way they can see the change in our technology, and on top of that, consider the fact they're getting the upgrade they need for their projectors. Because I sure enough got one from my QB. That's why we don't care. We get projectors in there. We know they're going to work out fantastic. And another QB coming through too on top of that. Alright, with that being said, I shouldn't eat too much of that sugar. That was a bad idea. I wanted to get a piece of fruit and level it off. I got work to do. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time. Of course, always we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Blessings with amazing technology, because if it weren't for Him, we wouldn't even have this. It would be virtually impossible. Alright, gotta go. Thank you for your time, and God bless. What?